Alright, man, peace. Let's get into it. Welcome to this Earth Day Tuesday, April 22nd, 2025, episode 276 of the D-Lo Show. Man, I don't know what they do, still do those Earth Day things when you used to be kids. You had to draw or get stuff from the outside and make it to talk about how you think about the Earth or get things, whatever those cases. I don't know those kids still do that, but I remember that about this time of year. Sun started to shine more, and then temperatures started to get better. People want to be more outside, so let's see if we can stand to live for this one. You got a lot to talk about. WrestleMania this weekend. Playoffs was an interesting start. We got a lot of things to go through. And those, well, we're down bad in the throwing department. We'll get through that. Let's start with Stand Deliver, the pay-per-view that got WrestleMania started. Pre-show, we started an elimination match. It switched up from a regular to elimination. We've seen the Meta Girls, the Fails of Influence, Rocks, and Core. This was a good one. It was a good way to get the crowd flowing. Roxanne, she eliminates Lash by countering her choke slam attempt into a pop rocks, which was slick, and got the win. And she tagged Core in, and she saw Core was getting beat up, not looking good, and she said, "You know what? I'm dipping," and leaves Core by her lonesome, and she gets eliminated by the Fails of Influence. So it's Fail Influence and Tatum and Gigi going back and forth. But Tatum and Gigi do their tag team finisher and get the win. And they're now the number one contenders for the tag titles. Let's see how they do on Tuesday. That whole thing went through a lot this weekend. They had a Hall of Fame too, but I'll get that after the Stand Deliver. We'll talk about that. Alright, let's start. Ricky Saints take out Ego to start the show. First of all, home AEW, and you know how they are. Tony fumbled, and they had an AEW chant to start the show. I was like, wow, what are the odds of that? And I thought that. This is a good start to match. Ricky, goddamn, he bounced like a basketball on that announce table. He landed like a basketball. He tried to fly, and Ego ducked, and he landed, bounced off the table on the other side of the announce table. I was like, ouch. But even though he persisted through, he gets the win, hitting with the spear and the Brochambeau to retain his title. I give this one 3.5 to get the crowd juices flowing. We had a lot of AEW chants, and the war is still lingering, but it's still here. But it has in its body parts. Next, we have the two. We had Axe Frazier, Fraxon taking on Hank and Tank for the tag titles. Can Fraxon keep it up, or will Hank and Tank get out of something, become the champs? And speaking of announcer tables, again, Hank, he tried to go for crazy. He tried to go suicide dive. Axe Frazier gets out of the way. He lands perfectly on the table and did not break. What surprised me, they must have reinforced that thing extra, because I don't know how he didn't break it. But and then he was just laid out at 10 for the next few minutes. And then when Axe Frazier did the double team combination, they did the spinning splash that Frazier does. 1, 2, Hank Rand's in there. Oh, he saves his boy, and they're still in it. Then they use their size and overpower Axe Frazier, honking the Tank and winning the tag titles. Shocker. from on the losing streak to tag champs. Ain't that something? What a turnaround for Hanging Tank. Well, this one 3.5. This was a good one too. Underrated one. I watched this again. I was like, really good. But okay, gets a new chance. So I guess Zach Frazier should go up soon. We'll see how that goes. We had Penn, one half of Penn and Teller, and then NXT. Alexis doesn't believe in the magic. Says, okay, all right, well, I got a magic trick for you. Put your hair in this cup in this cage, and I'll show you a trick. He's like, all right, fine. So they cover the sheet with it. They yapping and flapping again some more. Uncover the sheet. Teller is in there, and it's like, where's my hair in this cup? It was like, I don't know. You tell me. It was right here. You put it there. Why is it not there? They trying to make him think like he's goofy. So he's got to do some searching. So I don't know who the thought I see Penn and Teller on this damn wrestling too. Everything's bigger in Vegas, I guess. Next, we have the ladder match for the women's North American title. Sol Ruka taking on Zarya versus Kaylani versus Izzy Dane versus Lola Vice versus Thea Hale. This was in the same match. It was a lot of ladder match moments. But one of the big that stuck out was Izzy. She pulls the ladder away from Thea when she was at the top. So she was trying to. Thea's at the top trying to climb and get to the title. Izzy was like, I can't get up there, so I'm gonna move this ladder away from you so you can't do it. So she was on that side and she had to move over to the other side near the aisle. So they near that. Thea tried to see if she can get it hanging, but she couldn't get there because it was swinging a little bit, but it was not swinging to where she can reach for it. So Zarya saw it and said, we can't let that happen. We can't let that happen. And the culling, they happened to spawn, try to help Izzy, helped her back up because she got knocked down because a lot of women crazy flying. But Zarya was up. Zarya tilts the ladder towards the aisle, and Thea said, "You know what? Fly, and flew on top of everybody." I was like, "Damn, that was crazy." That was one of the OMG moments. And then after that, Soul was just snatching souls at the end, and her and Zarya, they was confronted at the top, and Zarya was hesitant, Soul was hesitant, but Zarya was even more hesitant, which shocked me a little bit. But Soul hit the first punch, and then they went back and forth. Soul kicked her in the gut, but then I think other girls started to come, so Soul just started snatching souls. Bam, Soul and over. Bam, Soul snatch out. Then for a 2-for-1 special. I think it was Thea and I think another girl. I forget who it was. It may have been Lonnie. But either way, it wasn't just Zarya. It may have been Lola and Thea. But either way, she snatched their souls, climbs up the ladder, and wins the title. Wow. She's a dual champ now. She's the North American and now the Speed champion. She could rock the 2 belts. On television, that'd be cool. But hey, at least she got the North American titles. Boom. Nice. I like the last match. It was fun, enjoyable. It was a lot of OMG moments and fun madness. 3 stars. 3.5. We'll get that to you. We had 3.5s all over the place. The D'Angelo family taking on Darkstay. I like how Darkstay just attached you from the get-go and you don't know who the 3 is going to be. They just like, we just want to beat the shit out of whoever it is. We just want to beat them. We don't care. But, Mamma Mia. Whoever the Griffin guy, the one Griffin guy on the outside. No, not Griffin. Cutler, whoever the color guy was on the outside. He got involved in the match. I think threw stacks and the steel steps on the barricade. He's like, yeah, we got him down. And then Rizzo climbs up the top rope and hits a freaking frog splash on him. I was like, damn. Mamma mia. That was fine. Okay. Sax says, I got a plan, T. I got a plan, T. He gets the crowbars. He's like, no. He's like, no. He's like, no. He's like, not that way. We're not going to win that way. And Tony throws a crowbar to the side. Stacks still got the crowbar, but Tony turns his back. So I'm like, no. Lokan turns his back, but he's kind of like looking at the competition. But he hands it to the ref. I'm like, okay. I was okay. So he turns his back. I'm thinking everything's going to be fine. But it doesn't matter. Bang! Low blows Tony D'Angelo. Why, Stacks? Why? No. Leave him to the bones. Rizzo and Luca shot. And Dark State takes the win. Alright, we're 2-2 so far. So, pre-show. I played that. It's 2-3. We're 2-3, so thank goodness. Please, Dark State. Whew. Good damn. Tony. Stacks. What are we going to find out tonight? Because you told Luca to keep his phone on. I don't know if they went back to Florida yet because they still in Vegas for NXT. I think this is the last day for all the WrestleMania stuff. People got jobs and shit. And they got to go back to Florida and all the other places. Still, it's like, wow. And then this is the kicker right here after Stacks rolling out real quick. It's like, they was in the morning time. It was 1 p.m. East Coast. So it was 10 a.m. over there. So niggas getting there in the nighttime. It was in the morning breakfast. So I'm thinking, damn, this man went to go get some lunch. He went to go get some lunch by himself. He got me some other unks. The other unks and stuff. Let's see if he got Fang there. But yeah, it was. And he told Luca, keep your phone on and I'll call you on Tuesday. We'll talk about it. I was like, well, we'll see what happens. All in all, 2.5. I like Darcy. They seen Deion Lennox is a freaking menace now because he was mind-whopping the hell out of Luca, and he can't even control. I think Sugar's had to control the shot. Good thing he got the DMV mentality because I'm like, goddamn, he was going berserk. Well, sir, take it down a couple notches. But I love the aggressiveness, though, so we can't fault him for it. There's a lot of pent-up anger. Number 5, the main event time, ladies. We had the fatal four for the women's NXT title team: Stephanie, Julia, Jada Parker, and Jordan Grace. Good four-way. Everybody had their shine. Jada had a triple stacker bump on her on all 3 of the opponents. Jordan showed her strength, of course. Her and Stephanie went back and forth. Julia showed a lot more of a aggressiveness towards Stephanie, and they even went at it. And she went duel with Jordan too. And Stephanie was a highlight. And she did her move on the move I love onto all 3 of them, and Booker T. I think I had an orgasm on the freaking pay-per-view. He's like, he did like 20. He did 5. She did 5 to both Jada and Julia, and then she did the whole 10 to Jordan. And had the crowd was going crazy. Yeah. And then he said at the end, I was dying. I was like, hey, this nigga had an orgasm. But Stephanie won with the SV bomb, knee breaker, back breaker, and retains the title. 3.5. Everything was good and great. It stood out excellent, but yeah, man, shit was insane. And I hated Jay taking the pin, which I knew was going to be the case. I was like, no. I was like, all right, at least Saturday retains, so we'll let it slide. But Julia, we'll see you soon. And the main event, Oba, Trick, and Javon for the NXT title. First time NXT history, we had 3 brothers defend NXT title. We had them. I think Trick been a part of all these main events. Mello been part of 2. Mello won the title. I think it was when he won the title, and then Trick and Mello, and then Trick this. So I was like, yeah. Hey, we didn't get the 1v1, but hey, Javon's in the mix. So we got 3. And we had a brother as a ref. I was like, if Alicia Tails right there, this would have been a moment. I'm like, oh. But we here, my G's. And hell of a fucking 3-way, fellas. God Lord. Javon using his uber youth and athleticism to take Trick and Oba off of their kilter. While Trick and Oba wanted to really fight each other. They wasn't worried about Javon, but Javon wanted to put himself in the mix. Trick, he was doing this thing. He was trying to prevent Javon from coming up at his expense. Yeah, at his expense. While Oba was being the unstoppable, movable force that he always is and fucking crazy. And all 3 of them were fucking insane. Trick. Yo, they had the ref, bro. The ref was going through it too. The ref was fighting for his life. I think it was a moment when Javon had Oba down and Trick this straight pulled the ref out the ring. I was like, damn. And then Oba throws Javon into, and then Javon sees that they was fighting, and he tries to go over there and gets himself caught up. But then Oba got advantage and throws Javon in the barricade. I was like, damn, he just went through it. I was like, damn, son. But then Oba sees Trick, and he's about to go and tap, but Trick, bow, puts Oba through the table. Boom. I was like, okay. So Trick gets Javon back in the ring. He's ready to go finish him off, do his thing. Trick hits his trick shot. He just the one. He's about to get the ref in there. The ref's coming back to life. And he's ready to go in there and do his job, but holding him back. Like, no, you're not going. Like, man, get the fuck off me. The ref, like, man, get off of me. He's trying to kick him and move him. Like, get off of me so I can do my job. 1, 2. And then I was like, get the fuck off of me. You're not doing your job. I was like, yo, this is insane. I ain't never seen that shit. I ain't never seen nobody hold a ref like that. Like, nah, nigga, get the fuck off. What? Nah, you're not doing your job. You're not. They still was going at it, but overpowers both of them. Powerbombing them souls out of both of them. And even on top of each other, I think Javon got the worst of that. Because he got powerbomb on the Trick. And then he got one solo with a sit-down variation for the 1, 2, 3. Insane match. Match of the night. 5 stars. You got him out of me, you damn crazy mannequins. Whew. It was insane, but whew. But what a way to cap off Saturday afternoon special and segue to WrestleMania. First of all, I got forced to watch pre-show with my friend. But a good thing for this one, we turned into a correct one, because WWE has now brought AAA. Ooh, wow. Surprised me. They're going to go to the Mexico route. Okay, I guess they still want to go the Premier League route, but I think they're going to mix a corporate their NXT programming middle into the mix. They all the Latino and they're all the Latina superstars out there presenting around the big hero, the president of AAA. I was like, okay. And even had Vikingo, which surprised me. I was like, okay, Vikingo? Damn, okay. I was like, I already know how the AEW fans feel about that. You know how like, so that's a good thing they got that Kenny Omega match out in real quick, real shit. So, oh well, hey, business, money talks, business walks, and a little two TKO handshakes get you right in the fields. Either way, let's see how it goes. And they announcing the Mexico show, which is 11 days before AEW show. It's on June 7th, on the same day I graduated high school, and my pop's early demise. Those days. So, like, yeah, wedding. No, it's 2 weeks after that. I think about it, it's 2 weeks after that. But the 7th should be interesting. They're in Mexico City, and yeah, we'll see how that one goes. They flapped their guns too damn much. I ain't gonna lie. The rest of the time, they was flapping. Yep. And I was thinking this in my head, like, remember when they used to do pre-show matches? The last pre-show match I remember doing was Sami Zayn and JD McDonough. And this was when they was the Crown Jewel days. One of the Crown Jewel events. I think King of the Ring, something like that. I was like, that's the last one I kind of remember. Ever since then, don't even do them joints no more. So we need them side niggas to get them to do pre-show matches. So, if any of the people from Saudi, I'm global, I'm international. If anybody from Saudi can convince Triple H and them boys to get a pre-show match, we know it's y'all niggas. But let's get it started. Let's start with the Royal Rumble winner. Starting of the show. Guaranteed to main event WrestleMania. My ass. Pfft. We got Gunther, the World Heavyweight Champion, taking on main event Jey Uso. Yeet. Okay. I'm saying that with 4-3, so I'm gonna write my records down this one. Gunther, he was showing his strength and size and physical prowess, and Jay had the crowd behind him, riding him on. Gunther got mad halfway during this match and just said, no, screw this, I'm dipping. Deuces. He's trying to leave. Jay's about to leap over the ref, but the ref got in the way, and Gunther bunks Jay in the face with the title belt. And I thought it was over, but no. Jay's still fighting and gets out of it at 2. Good. He gets out of a choke from Gunther, and he falls back. Super kick splashes him 3 different times. One of them went on his back, so he made an emphasis. And he did the last one, and then he decided to do something different. I've never seen him do this. Choked him out, put him in a sleeper hold that he saw his brother get put into, and he got put into before, and made Gunther tap, gasp, and wins. Yeet. Yeet. Okay, Jay. I didn't expect that. I didn't expect none of that. I'm almost surprised at anything because I knew Jay had to do something different, but I didn't think he was going to do that. And that's how I looked at it. A lot of people was mad at it, but I'm like, think about it. Jay had to go through extreme lengths to get through that and win. He has never really won with a submission. Usually won with the splash, a super kick, or the 1D with his bro. And then lately now with a spear, which, he's got that from his cousin Roman, Tribal Chief. He will be talked about later. But that's how I looked at it. He found a different way to win. And then, yeet. Jimmy came in to celebrate. They was eating all over the place. Hey, yeah. I know Keisha was there smiling like, my son, he brought one to the family. All right. Good match. It was solid. It was probably their second best match. I still think the first time they met for the IC title was their best one. I think it was one that Jimmy fucked around in. I think that was the second time around. But yeah, but the first one, this was their second best encounter. And then one Jimmy encounter, I think it was the third one, second one. And then one of the Saturday main event was the weaker of the ones. Speaking of next ones, Viking Rating Experience taking on the New Day. Can we get the evil New Day as the champs? Or will the Viking Experience roll throughout to Monday Night Raw after that? It was a good match. New Day show off their violence side. Really try to go after Eric's neck. Real heavy. They really try to go after you on that. Still, the Vikings were fighting back and prevailed. The New Day used their veteran experience and stomp all over the Vikings' chest with an emphatic double stomp. And the 1, 2, 3. The New Day are the new tag team champions. Delicious. It was a cool match. 2.5. We'll give you 2.5. It was good. Pay my numbers. We know how they do. Sad now, I'm joking. But with the Vikings, they put a hell of a fight. They always do. And Eric's knees, pause. He puts extra sting in that. And when he yell your face, it's like, well, damn, son, you get hit in the face, then get yelled at afterwards. Whew, that's a mean double combination. But thank you for the New Day. They are now 12-time tag team champions. Where's Big E when you need them? And Kofi Kingston, he adds more to his tag team ledger. 16-time tag team champions. I think they got 7. Kofi got 17 because NXT. I don't know. 17 because he got the NXT titles too. So add more to his resume. Okay. Next, we have the Battle of Chocolate. Jade Cargill taking on Naomi, who got some new theme music, which I like. So proceed with caution, because she might throw you in front of a car. On the hood of a car. Let me rephrase, because Pat said that too. I was like, well, damn, nigga, she ain't trying to kill niggas. She tried to throw on a car and take a broad out. I was like, well, damn. I never thought I'd see this. But Jim Cantor, I never thought I'd see his appearance. I was like, okay. Interesting. The storm is coming. The storm, it did arrive. And I love how it arrived. It was a good match. I like this one. It was going back and forth. Naomi showed her veteran know-how-ness and got the attack on Jade. They got it going from the get-go. There was no pause, no stopping, nothing. We are scrapping. And the ending of this was brutal because they was going back and forth. Naomi went for a kick. Jade ducked it and had Naomi on her shoulders. I think she about to do electric chair. But she throws in the air for a second, turns around herself, and bam, power bombs her on the mat. I said, damn. Then she picked her up and jaded her ass and slapped the 1, 2, 3 for the win. The other impressive moment from Jade was when Naomi was, I think she's going for a blockbuster, but she caught her ass and then hit a jackhammer. I was like, damn. So yeah, Jade, okay. It was a good match. I like it. Naomi had the passion, and she was really getting it to her when she was getting her heat, as they would say. And Jade used her power to overpower Naomi, obviously, and her size and intimidation. It was able to jade her ass to the curb. I give it 3 stars. It was a good match. It was one of my favorites on WrestleMania as a whole. You know, I rated it low, but even still, I enjoyed this. It was a good ass crawl. Number 4, LA Knight versus Jacob Fatu for the U.S. title. This is a good one. I like this one. Back-to-back good matches. I like this one. They even at for real. LA Knight, he rolled up in the convertible as Jacob had the werewolf mask with his entrance. So yeah, it was good. Okay. They had nice counters, but Jake was going for the moonsault. LA got up and hit him with the BFT. That counter was slick. I like that counter. That was slick. And then Jacob grabbed the rope at 2. I was like, you should have pulled away from the ropes, LA. And I was like, that was really freaking tight. That was really tight. But the match continues. And then Jacob, he finally just hit the freaking moonsault. He had like 3 of them in a row. And LA was down for the count. 1, 2, 3. And Jacob Fatu is the new U.S. champion. I likes it. Good match. I like this fight. I like their matches. They need to go at it again. So LA might need some backlash and get some payback at this. But I'm surprised Solo and the Bloodline wasn't there. Good. I'm glad. Because Solo came out there in the beginning and I thought he was going to come down with him. But then he went back. I was like, okay, good. Keep them together. I don't want them to break up. Yeah, it's too early for that. I was like, because I almost did run into that. I'm not going to lie. But then I was like, wait, it's too early for that, man. They just got together. I'm like, nah, B, you got to keep them together for at least a little minute. You know what I mean? You got to keep them together for a little minute. So maybe it can contribute to him when he loses it. If Solo can fuck up that way, maybe that's when it'll start. But nah, not right now. So I'm glad they pivoted to him getting the U.S. title. But shout out to Jacob for that one. He can roll the streets of the city on that one. Number 5, we have Rey Mysterio supposed to go, but it was announced in the kickoff show. He's still not medically cleared, so we got a different Rey. Phoenix! Arrivo! Hey, okay, Phoenix. I likes it. Lucha Underground to WrestleMania bound. And then we get the legendary El Grande Americano. Oy vey. They switch his hometown to Gulf of Mexico because, of course, that's what it was before. We still don't know if it's Phoenix or not. I guess it's not Phoenix because he's facing him. It ain't Chad. I'm like, who is this man? But he had a mariachi band and and they all had an El Grande mask and it was in yellow footage. I was like, bruh, what the? I was like, bro. Oh, man, this is insane. Like I said, if he can get unmasked, that'd be fucking hilarious. But then it go down like that, because El Grande Americano is a crafty SOB. Vikinga was there, and El Grande pushes him a little before the match. So that's not. So that's gonna lead to something to down the line, and he loves that trusty metal plate. So he puts that metal plate up in his mass cranium, and Phoenix kicked him in the face hard as hell. You animal? Bow! And he played like his foot was broke. I was like, man, I know that hurt, G. And then to end the match, Phoenix try to go for a splash or like try to bounce back off the ropes like a crossbody. But he boom, headbutted him. He's knocked out. I'm like, damn, he's done, coach. And then a flying headbutt, bing. I was like, look at that one! And then 1, 2, 3. El Grande Americano wins again. Wow. I want to know if he can come to the Fiesta. I don't know. I don't know. Because he's new. But he's a legend in his home coast. All throughout the New Orleanses, your Galvestons, your Corpus Christi's, your Pensacola's, you know, those areas of the town, those Asians. He's known in those circles. Man, I don't know how the hell they recruit this man, but jeez Louise. He must be a Benoit fan, cause goddamn. And he of course he's a Chad fan, cause you don't know. I don't know, but I thought he'd be unmasked. I'm not gonna lie, but hey, let's see how they want to push this thing. Maybe I one of the new AAA luchadors unmasking, and we find out who it is. Because you know he's done it to one, so if he's done it to one, he can have it done amongst himself and that stuff. Oh, well, we'll see. This was a 2.5. It felt like a regular like Raw match. I'm not even gonna lie. It's because it's something you could put on Raw. This is where you can put the Street Profits, the Street Profits versus Mostly Machine Guns versus the DIY for the ladder match, TLC match. This is where you could have put the TLC match. You could have had the TLC match and not Ray Phoenix and El Grande Americano. And I like Phoenix. Don't get it twisted, but you could have had this on SmackDown or Raw or something. This could have been just a regular match. But Animo, well, cheer up. It's Tiffy time. Taking on Charlotte Flair, mother-daughter pairing. Woo! For the women's title. Interesting clash. They both tall athletes, blonde, and had to have some have had enhancements to their upper region at one point of their lives that has benefited them in positive ways, I should say. Bobby had Tiffy had the Barbie set up. I was like, okay, that's kind of cute. He had a little 3 things in her and the Barbie thing. Oh, that's kind of cute. Cool. What the fuck? What's that later? And then Charlotte rolled up in a Rolls Royce. Woo! This felt like a real fight. Like, I think these bitches really like each other. Because they kick the shit out of each other. Ain't gonna lie. They kick the shit out of each other. But either way, woo. Tiffy, I seen at one point was leaking. I was like, how the hell is she leaking? But then I saw after the match. I see why. Charlotte's knee gets weak during the match, and Tiffy pounced on that thing. Like, yeah, I'm gonna pounce on that knee. Pow, 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 pow. Charlotte's like, okay, you want to grab the knees, bitch? We'll grab the knees. Bow! She put her knees into the steel post, too. So they both had bad bones. Both had bad knees. Either way, Tiffy powers through. And I think she got, when that first praise movesaw ever, she landed feet first in the shot because she put her foot up. And I think that's where she lost her tooth. Because I was like, damn. Because I was like, ooh. Because I see it leaking. And then Tiffy eventually got the praise movesaw ever and retains the women's title and keeps her belt. This is a weird fight. It was a 3, but it was like a weird ass fight. It felt, what if it felt real? I say a quarter because there's a couple instances. Like the first stretch, it felt like they was really going at it. I was like, all right, let's calm down and actually work together. And that's what it felt like. It felt like that. And then the second half, it was like the back half, they actually got mad at each other. I was like, damn it, you messed my knee up, bitch. And like, you know, you want to tag knees? I'll tag your knee. Like, damn it, you messed up my fucking face. What the hell? And she put action on that moonsault. It felt like that. It felt like, all right, we got mad at each other, then we worked it out, then we got mad at each other again, but we finished. It felt like one of those, which I'm cool with. I don't mind them joints. I don't mind the ones that makes you look crazy. But we'll give it 3. And then last but not least, on Saturday Night Special, we have Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins, and CM Punk, and what I call the cusp for Paul Heyman match. Paul had the man for right now, but he's loyal to his tribal chief to an umpteenth degree. But he has a favor for Seth. For what favor it is, we art thou not now. But Seth has a flamethrower, which looked cool. Punk had living color with him. Hey, and Reed was killing him on that guitar. I was okay. Nice. I liked it. Only you can set me free. I bet you a lot of people were surprised when they saw the niggas was black. I bet you're like, they're black? Say, hell yeah. So I said, you know what I'm saying? They ain't a lot of people know. It shot me when I found out too. And it shot me too. I was like, they black. Nice. But they all did great. Yeah, Roman Reigns barked a soul into fucking Paul because of what he did to him not being with his side tonight. Seth uses the can trash can on Punk's suplex. Punk and him went on the outside. They was in the crowd. And then Roman, when they came back around the other bend, he leaped over them, flying over the barricade into them and got them off balance, off their feet. It was like, and they, Seth, he always tries to do this whenever him and Roman are in a match when they are opponents, but can work with each other to take out a guy. He's like, you know what, Roman, let's do the whole thing one time for the one time, the old days, like the old days, like the Powerball. Roman ain't kind of pie in, but then he's like, you know what, fine, I'm in, let's go do it, that thing. Like, yeah, let's do that thing, let's do it, let's freaking do it, let's freaking do it, yeah. He's ready to go do it, they ready to do it. And he's like, ooh, ah. And then pop, Roman / Seth. And then powerballs both of them through both the tables, the English and Spanish speaking announce to tables. That was funny as hell. That had me laughing. I was like, Then I seen Paul Heyman grab the chair. I was like, whom will he do it for? He gives it to CM Punk. But then Punk is about to use a weapon. And bam! Low blow by Heyman. Jesus. Well, there. Well, God, there. That is a shocker. And he hands the chair to his tribal chief. Sir, you may use this chair as a weapon for mass destruction. Sir, is like, my tribal chief, you may use this instrument of violence. So as he dents the knee, chair on hand, he tells Seth, Seth is guiding himself up with the ropes. And he's telling him, do it, my tribal chief. Yes, my tribal chief. Do it. This is your destiny, my tribal chief. Imploring him to him all types of positives. He's about to swing fire. And then, well, bam! He did it again. This time he put a little twist into it. He twisted his wrist in that thing. He wanted to feel all of it. Pause. No diddy. He twisted it in there. Look at it. Look at how he did it. He twist and pull it in there. I was like, damn, why he twist? I'm thinking in my head like, why did he twist? Pause. Like, why did he twist? The Seth turns around. He sees what happened, and Paul hands him that freaking chair. And I said, you son of a bitch. Paul, you traitor. Bam! Flat by Seth onto Roman. Stop him one more time. 1, 2, 3. Gas. Seth wins. My mind got blown. Golly. Whoa. Dramatic? Well, I guess this was the match tonight to me for the Saturday night special. God damn, that was a lot. Shit. Whew. Dramatic. Wow. I guess the bloodline is over. Cause this gotta be the death of the bloodline. Cause no more Wiseman, no more Jamie or Jay, no solo work, or the others. No Sammy Uso. It's all done, coach. So, wow. Paul, it does not surprise that he's a weasel. He hops on the hot shit. So it doesn't surprise it. He is a freaking... He knows how to hop on the next trend. That's how he does. He's a trend hopper. But hey, that's how you keep yourself relevant in the wrestling business for over 30 plus years. So, yeah, it helps you out. This one 4 was cinema. Okay, for Saturday night, I'll be honest, this is an alright card. This was alright. So, Roman and Seth and Punk, the 3-way was main. That was my favorite. And Jay and Naomi, that was my second. Ellie and Fatu was my third. Jay and Gunther, I had a little slightly above Tiffy Charlotte. New Day and Vikings, and then, I'm sorry, Ray. I'm sorry, man. You had to be in the last position. But it's okay. As I say, as a whole, I'll put the brothers in the 3-way above Roman, CM Punk, and Seth. I know the cinema was there in that one, but the brothers had a better 3-way. And then the other 3-way. It's funny how the 3-ways were the highlights of this one, and it doesn't stop there. Yeah, we'll do that. Now, I would good that Saturday night special. So on the total, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 and 3. Damn, we're 4 and 3 again. So 8 and 6. Okay, let's start. All right, let's start with Sunday night special. WrestleMania Sunday. We start with the women's title 3-way dance for the women's title between Io Sky, Bianca Belair, and Rhea Ripley. Io had a nice center interest, but I was nervous. She came out first. But Bianca had the EST girls doing the double Dutch, hopscotch, whatever. I was did some nigger shit. Either way, and then she had her stepdaughter, Ted's kid, there, and on the entrance too, which I thought was cool. And I was like, oh, that's nice. I forget Ted got kid. Okay. That's why he want another. That's why he want to make one ESC. He's like, I mean, a nice kid. They want her. Like, shit. I don't blame you, brother. I don't blame you. I'm not blaming not one bit. And then Rhea had the mask. Well, it's kind of like a something. I don't know. It was glittery. I don't know. It wasn't glittery. It was sheer. It was whatever. She had something on her head. And holy hell, these ladies went at it. Banger to start the damn day. It was too much to talk about. Bianca Rhea was still trying to focus on each other, but Io was not trying to not be left out the cold. But they try to stiff off. She's like, pow, slap the hell out of Rhea. Like, yeah, slap Rhea. Like, oh, Bucky EST. Why they trying to keep booing my baby Bianca? Why they keep booing her? Stop booing her, damn it. Why you booing her? Boo you. Why you booing her? Damn it. What? Either way, still kept going at it. Too many to talk about. Rhea gotta stop doing that super riptide to Io, because every time she try to go for that, she gets countered by that. And when Io countered that, when Rhea countered her Io's moonsault attempt into the KOD, and she hit it, and Rhea broke that pin out. I was like, oh, that was close. I thought it was it. But the finish was even more insane, because Bianca, Rhea, and Io were in the corner. Io got put on the steel post by Rhea. She went face first to the steel post. She was still on that rope for a little minute. So Rhea and Bianca were fighting at it in the ring. Bianca gets the advantage. It's the KOD on her. 1, 2. I'm thinking it's just gonna be it for her. She about to get the 3, but Io comes out of nowhere. Boom! Moonsault right on the both of them. 1, 2, 3. Pinning Bianca and retain the title. Io Skydust. Banger. 5 stars. I don't give a shit. Fuck that. It was a banger. I love this match. Every minute of it. I loved it. Io, of course, using her high-flying skills and abilities and raking the crowd up. ESC showing her power, and that 450 was clean as hell, too. Super clean. And Rhea, of course, showing her dominance and strength and trying to tell people I'm on top in different type of ways. But however, Bagan, what a way to start this one. Yes, 5 stars. I don't care. Number 2, we had Drew versus Damian Priest in a Sin City Street Fight. Drew with the green turtle Terrapin Shield. I'm sorry, it looked like the Terrapin Shield, it just was green. And DP with a raw performance from Carrie of I think Demon Slayer. I think Carrie Keith or something like that. I forget his name. I forgot his last name, but Carrie, I knew that. If it's Carrie's first name or it was Carrie's last name, he did a good performance, because I kind of wasn't getting into it, but then he brought me back into it. I was like, okay, all right, he brought me back into it. All right. But he did good on his performance. So they fight off the instant. One of the interesting things I've seen as a wrestling star, Drew put a chair on a Priest's neck. And you know how that usually goes now. You can go down horrendously or you go heroically. This time DP was heroically, because Drew tried to hit the claymore on him, but DP got up on his feet and hit the choke slam with the chair on it. Which I was like, dang, I don't think I've ever seen that before. So that was new. And they got chair off. I was like, thank goodness. Which I thought was cool. Drew sets him a table, but he gets put through the razor's edge, thanks to Damian Priest. Hey, yo. Rhea did the same thing, too, in the razor's edge as well. But DP, Damian, he tried to get a little too fancy. He tried to take old school like Taker does, walk the ropes, the tight ropes. But Drew said, bitch. Hi. And he gets pushed through 2 tables. That's sub on the outside. I was like, damn. Well, this don't look good for him. Oh, boy. And then it got real brutal for Drew and Damian, because he sets up a chair in the corner, Drew does. He puts Damian's face right there. And then he claymores his foot into DP's face, into the chair. Goddamn. And then Drew wins. Wow. Well, Drew, that got very freaking violent there, sir. Well, that That got interestingly killer. And then he said, I can't breathe. I can't breathe. He had, I'm like, God damn, sir. What the hell? Well, I think we just might have seen attempted murder just now, but yes. Anyway, I guess 2.5. It kind of went how I expected. That's what Drew had. I just didn't expect half damn near murder at the end of the shit. I didn't expect that part. But either way, kind of went how I expected. Drew wins. Cool. I'm up 2. Number 3, IC tie match, fatal 4-way style. Braun Breaker, who did his Steiner map, he said he has a 129.2 chance of winning at WrestleMania. He ain't had to factor nothing else into the mix. He just factored in those odds. So good. For Braun, he dresses a dog. Why was Finn wearing a banana hat? Why was he a banana? Why is it a Chiquita? Why didn't Raquel speak to him about this attire before this? Because he looked just like the Chiquita thing from the bananas, like real stuff. I don't know what the heck he was doing. It confused me. I was like, I could get when he was the black and he's doing that, but when it was yellow, I was like, why does he have bananas peel his head? Like, nigga, what are you doing, Finn? But whatever. I guess this is his midlife crisis in some sorts. I don't get on with the leather jackets because he always rocked them, but that was crazy. That was probably the craziest fits I ever seen Finn wear. It's crazy as well. Dom had the mask of some famous guys in the past, luchadors. He does his ball. Okay, I likes it. And Penta, you know how you do. Cero miedo. Oh. Why did Dom, his dirty ass? I don't know where Carlito spawned on from. He spawned out of nowhere. But Dom, he tried a 619 on Finn. But Finn caught him when he was going to do the move and sought the soul out of that brother. I said, go goddamn. He started the soul out that brother. Goddamn. He was starting the murder on him, son. He's starting to murder on him, son. Carlito pulls Brown over the ropes. And why did you do that, Carlito? Why would you do that? Because you know you got yourself in trouble. They was about to put Braun through the table. We'll put on, I think it was Penta through the table, but it didn't work. And Carlito got speared. Braun leaped off of one announce table and speared Carlito through the announcer's table. Or the English, I think they switched. Either way, he leaped on one table and speared him onto another, which was insane. I didn't think I ever seen that before. I was like, well, damn. Carlito, if your wrist must be dust by this point, because good grief, this is abuse, real abuse. Either way, still going at it. Dom and I think Dom's about to do this, doing his finisher. He was about to do the 619 finishing off. I think he's doing the Braun, but when he's about to do the splash, Finn cuts him off, and he's doing the same thing to him. He's doing his setup for his finisher, the coup de grace. He dissed the coup de grace, and then it's still happening like the EO match where Finn's doing the cover, then boom, Dom lashes on Finn. 1, 2, 3. Dom wins the IC title and gets his first single on the main roster. He went that. Okay. I like this one. 3.5. Nice little match. It was a fun match. Got a bunch of spheres taken, and Dom gets your first. And Finn, will he be mad or will he be happy for his boy? That beating after the clubhouse was kind of awkward after that one. Hope they had a bunch of attendees to temper the mood, and whatever Finn likes. Yeah, whatever Finn likes, hope they had plenty of that, because hope they had plenty of whiskey, mates. Oh boy. But it was a fun match. Next, we have Randy Orton. We have an open challenge to whoever in the back wants to duel against Randall Keith Orton. And you had to pause for a minute, but then say his name and he appears. I believe in Joe Hendry. I believe in Joe Hendry. Yeah, Joe Hendry. I was like, okay, Joe, from WCPW to motherfucking WrestleMania. Okay, Joe, all right, I likes it. Wave your hands from side to side and sway. I like it, mate. And Joe got his offers in. He had a few moments of he had a moment of hot spot, and then he did his pose and turn around, and the turnaround RKO. And that took me out. 1, 2, 3. I was like, damn, that was cool. And then he did the turnaround and the Randy pose. I was like, that was funny. That was funny. Hey, man. That was crazy work. The craziest works I ever seen. That was funny. We'll give it fucking 5 stars. This 5 stars because of the double spin. We got 2 of them joints in there, and I got 2 memorable moments out of that. So I'll give it a 5. I'll bite. Wink, wink. And why was Randy talking about he had the right amount of baby oil before that? I was like, my nigga, why are you trying to go to a Diddy party? We're not with that diddling shit. Just go out there and handle your business. I'm glad you handled your business. I'm not worrying about the fucking baby oil. Okay, anyway, oh boy, AJ Styles versus Logan Paul. Come on, AJ. Do it for the hood. Do it for the locker room, as Cross was saying. LP and Go promo, well, selfie promo. I didn't know they had the VIP boxes where the Raiders super exclusive fans be sitting at. I didn't know they had any of the entrance. I didn't think about that, which that was kind of cool for those people. It's kind of cool. Nice little way to incorporate it. One of LP's guys, I don't remember the son bitch's name. John, whatever fuck. He got a J in his name. Ain't Sparker J though, so we ain't got nothing for my homes. He comes through with the brass knuckles, but Karen Cross cuts off this guy and he gets him out. Like, get the fuck out of here. And AJ sees the brass knuckles with Cross. He's like, what the hell are you doing out here? He's like, yo, AJ, use these brass knuckles. And I'm lying with him. I'm like, you know what? He's out of line, but he's right. Use the knuckles, AJ. You need to use them joints. And they's like, no, I'm not doing it. I'm not using them. I don't need them joints. I'm like, if you was going to do this to you, AJ, you got to do it to him back. I understand what Cross speaking. But that main right hand from Logan Paul and then his pulverizing finisher got him the victory. And AJ loses. I mean, it was what it was. It was cool what it was, but I didn't really care for this. And I hated that I didn't care for something that AJ Styles is in. He's my guy. You tried. I'm sorry. He's a rare set child of Logan Clan for a reason. I tried, but I'm like, they all blend in together. Real shit. Oh shit, they are blending. They're all blending in together. The only difference is this time he didn't use the brass knucks. It's a good thing. And Cross, I understand your pain, brother. We'll get to yours at the end. Number 6, Liver Raquel Rodriguez. Defender tag titles against Lyra Valkyria. Supposed to be Bailey, but she was assaulted on Saturday night special. I think it was during that pre-show stuff. So she had a day and a half to get a partner. And that day and a half to get a partner, she chooses an old rival of hers / fellow Irish woman, Rebecca Quinn, or Lynch. Becky Lynch is back, or Becky Lynch. She's back, and she's ready to help out her little bird friend. Let's see if she can help her out. And she damn sure did, damn it. And cover him, damn it. 1, 2, 3. Becky wins the tag titles with Lyra. Wow, ain't that cute? It'd be a shame if something happened after that, but cute. I didn't expect that. First of all, damn, who had Bailey? I'm guessing it has to be Becky. It has to be Becky. It has to, because at this point, this feels like a healer's move. I'm like, Becky gets Bailey's out, and Becky, you replace. I smell the fishiness right out the mouth. I'm like, I smell Becky taking out Bailey just to get her moment. I smell it like what The Rock wanted to cook at the SmackDown Hotel in the chef's room. I don't know why I said the kitchen. But I'll give this 2 because it got the job done. And Liv, good Lord. And Raquel, at least y'all match. And you had the headband with you, so good Lord. I felt Stone Cold missed something because he was a little late because usually they be hood when they get halfway to his first part. But he missed the ramp the first time. So he had to back up and go up the ramp again. And then he crashed some bitch to the barricade. I'm like, well, goddamn. They had a lady flopping all over the place like a fish out of water, like she's an NBA. I'm like, well, goddamn, girl. Were you working or you shooting? Or was you acting? Is you acting like you want to get yourself a pair of tickets to see Stone Cold roast? But you don't want to get roasted. You want to have a free ride. Yeah. I'm like, bro. That shit was... Yeah. Stone was around that bitch. He around that bitch too fast. Woo. But they announced the total. I'm like, bit. They said it sold out on both nights, but there were different numbers. It tripped me out. I was like, boy, if you don't get the fuck out of here. Like, get your ass out of here, boy. Main event time. Cody versus John Cena for the WWE title. Can Cody keep this train rolling, or will Cena get number 17 for his freaking head? While Cole had to put out off the rip, I will not be biased during this one. I will be very unbiased during this encounter. Like, sure, Cole, we will figure it out in like 30 minutes or so. We had Dark Cena. He just had the John Cena name, all dark, no lights, no pomp and circumstance. Just him in his towel, strapped to the back of his head, covering his bald spots, saying, the last time is now. While Cody has the big Iron Man freaky mask. He had some upgrades on that mask, because he did not used to do that. He used to just be, he had to take it off all casual, but he had to open his face. I was like, oh, nice little addition to it. I don't know. Cena wrestle as a heel. He just watched all the guys that was heels of the most recent of times, like Romans and your Gunthers and all them guys. They're like he just watched all them guys and just basically said, I'm gonna do what they do. Minus what Gunther does. It seemed like that. That's how I get it. Because he's just being slow, methodical, pacing himself. I'm like, all right, John, at least you taking time for yourself. The ref got knocked down some point after Cody made his comeback. So Cena, he does the dastardly thing I've never seen him do, I don't think. I don't remember that. And that is pull that turnbuckle down. It's like, well, damn, Jonathan. He pulled that turnbuckle down. He said, hey, I got that. And Cody hits that twice. The front and the back. Pause. And he still kicks out at 2. So, well. And then the most randomest thing in the world happens. We don't get the final boss. We get Travis Scott. I'm like, what the fuck? What is happening? What, huh? Like, the fuck? What's going on? And Cena, you almost did the dumbest thing I think you was about to do ever in your fucking life. This is why being a heel is a dumbass. Why are you a dumbass about to get yourself disqualified and lose your title opportunity by having Travis Scott come there and assault him? Cody should have let that happen. If I'm Cody, I'd let it happen so I can keep my title. I'm just saying. I would have let Cody, I wouldn't have got out the way. I would have let it happen. I like Travis, you want to hit me? Fine. Get your free shot in here, buckaroo. You're going to school your boy Cena. He's going to kick your ass. I would have let it happen. I'd have been free open. Like, come on, Trav. Come on, Travie. Travis. Come on. Don't let me get caught up in here and talk about her. Let me bring a storm in this bitch. Come on. I'd have let it happen. If I was Cody Rhodes in that situation, I'd have let it happen. Like, come on. It's right here. Right next to my tattoo. Right here. You can get me right here. Right here. Come on, let's go. But no, he ducks out the way, and at least Cody gets a little bit of a payback with the crossroads, but this is the second dumb thing he should have done. That was the first dumb thing he should have let happen. He should have let Travis hit him in the face. Second dumb thing is they had a tug of war for the belt. Cena gets the belt. They tugging back and forth with it. Cody gets out the tug with the W. And Cena's pleading like, John, Cody, don't chill. Don't do me like that. Don't do me. No. I didn't mean none of this words. And Cody's fighting his back. He's like, I want to hit him. No, yes. And he throws the towel to the side. I'm like, nigga. Really? You throw it to the side. Cena takes advantage of that. Kiss him in the cojones. AA, take him down. 1, 2, 3. And Cena gets number 17. Wow, that was a lot. That was corny. Why? What the most confusing ending? The most weirdest help I ever seen Cena get. And he got help from a few weird things in the past. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2. But what? I'm confused. So where was The Rock at with all this? You said this Travis guy is a surrogate? Be like, I am here in spirit of Travis Scott because I have his soul too. And he has my soul. We have each other's souls. I'm like, bit, out of here. Get out of here. Like, bruh. Like, what is happening? I don't know how to grade this. It wasn't ass, but it was just very confusing. Especially the last 5 minutes was very confusing. From Travis Scott coming out there to why wasn't Cody allowing him to hit him in the face so he can keep his title, to him getting his payback, which at least he got his payback, to him not wanting to hit Cena with the belt. What? We seen him beat the shit out of AJ Styles for had his mama. What? Like, Did he need to be set off again or something? Why was he hesitant for that? I was confused. Whatever. I was just like, you know what? I'll do y'all. Like, y'all niggas confuse the shit out of me. Well, either way, at least we got Cena get his 17. Okay, by far, the opening match was the best of WrestleMania 41. Then the 3-way. And there's a who's who. AJ and Logan was alright for what it was, but I ain't give a fuck. One I really like, the Polar Opposites, one of my favorites, versus someone I don't really even like or care for. So it's kind of like a tale of two cities, a tale of two parties. I don't give one I care and one I don't care for. So, shout out Johansson for getting his WrestleMania moment. Drew DP, if it went longer, it would have been better, but this felt like real short. I'm not gonna lie to you. So, and then Lynn Raquel versus Lyra and Becky. Becky's surprise was there, but what was the point of Bayley? What's the point of Lyra and Bayley going through all that? If Bayley was going to be replaced anyway. That's what I'm trying to think. Like, what was the point of all that? What was the point of going through all that? You could have had Lyra and Bayley for WrestleMania for all the shits and giggles we got. Or add Rocks. Where the fuck was Chelsea? Whatever, yo. WrestleMania shit was average, which I think is not surprising because you had two good best WrestleManias back to back, so you gotta have one that's gonna be just average, just an eye looking bitch. Like, I get a C plus with some things that made it plus. Io and Bianca Rhea, the 3-way Seth, Roman, and Punk, LA 5-2, the 4-way for the IC title, Jay win at WrestleMania. Those are the only things that was positive. Everything else was just, or just That's all. Or just, it was there. Or there. That's all we got. And, it's whatever. It's whatever. Like, for real, it's whatever. Whatever's clever. But either way, on this weekend, I did okay. 5-2, well, 4-3 on Saturday, 8-6, and then 5-2 on Sunday. So I went 13-8, which not bad. Not bad. It's over 500, at least 61%. So at least I had over a 60% winning percentage of my correction picks, which varies. At least we be in the playoffs, I think. Right? We be in the playoffs. Anyway, let's start with Monday Night Raw. How will the road to post WrestleMania go? Seeing such a show, he wants a better intro and gets a better one, thanks to the announcer. He said his time is almost up. He has 27 appearances left, and he's ready to finish all this tour. And you tell the fans, you better appreciate me while I'm here. They don't have to be matches. I got show 27 more times, and I'm out of here. I was like, Dad, this ain't counting down. I was like, Dad, yeah, he's definitely retired. This ain't counting down the rest of his days. I'm like, yeah, he retired. That's crazy. I was like, that's how you know a nigga retired. He's dead serious. This is the first. You know what, John? I will, if you don't ever come back, I stitch you not. Cause Shaw, we still look at Charlotte fight, cause why'd you go to that Saudi Arabia show? The moolah baby was there, so I guess. And it was for COVID too, so at least he got a nice little bonus out of it. But either way, this how you know he's serious. Cause all the OG, if you ever worked at a job, all the OGs, if you have like a veteran that's been there for some odd years, and they ready to get their last. They called it retire. I'm ready to get my last 3 weeks. Woo-hoo. Count down. My last few weeks. Yeah. They be hyped as shit. Ready to retire. Like, hell yeah. 1 week left. Couple more days left. Yeah. They ready to go. So that's how I got that vibe when Cena had that number of times. I was like, well, damn, Cena is like the OGs at my damn at some of the jobs I had. They ready for retirement. And shout it at. But then we get something from the old days that we like. Randy Orton slid us out of the ring and hits him with the RKO. I like how Cena said, oh shit, and then RKO. I was like, well, damn. Bye, John. So I guess we'll get our old childhood back. Cena and Orton. Wow, this will be odd because they'll be old as shit by this time. So, interesting. Let's see how this one goes. They're old now. Lyra and Becky defending their titles against Liv and Raquel. Quick turnaround for the ladies. This is a good one. But at the end, it was kind of funny. It was kind of funny in a way. Because how everything kind of went down. Liv tried to go for Bleed the first time, but Lyra countered. And then Becky got sent to the floor. And then Lyra smacked Raquel to the floor and then knocked down Becky. I was like, well, damn. and then Liv hits the means oblivion I ever seen sold out by Lyra. She got spiked on her cranium, sir, at the top. Hit that cover 1, 2, 3, and retain the titles again. Damn. So Liv and Raquel are 4 times tag team champions, and Raquel herself 7 times had a chance because they merged the NXT titles too. Yeah, and they got 2 of them reigns. 2 of them with Dakota. Yeah, Dakota got 4. Dakota and Liv are tied for 4, I think. Raquel got the most with 7. I know Dakota got 4 of them things. Liv may got 4 or 5 of them joints. I think she might have been a part of someone else, but either way. Yeah. So shout out to Raquel Rodriguez. We have found our female Kane, ladies and gentlemen. Raquel Rodriguez. Now I don't know if she can get the world title though, but we'll see. That's a little tough in that part. That's interesting. But Lyra stood down hard. She's like, damn it, I lost for the team. Becky was in there like, are you fucking kidding me? I came back and you lose the toys like that? And Becky tried to help her up, like, sorry, lady, it's all I made. Shit happens, all right, it's all okay. It's okay. Help her up, and then, bitch, knocked her down. I'm like, damn. Lyra attacked her, and then she kept going back in and out the ring, trying to, like, see if she could do something. And then she manhandled slammed her after, like, the 3rd time she got back in. She about to leave again, but she does it one more time for the hood, because we're like, one more time. And why Vegas trying like ballroom dummy? Why y'all trying like us? Like, why y'all trying like us? Because they not like us. New Day rocks. The New Day came. The New Day rocks. The New Day shame. They celebrate their 12th win as a team, and Alpha Academy comes out, and they're like, last time we squared off against you guys, y'all are just Minutemen. So we want a tag team title match right now, right here, right now. And they're like, they're rather close, but they look like they can still fight. So their chests were showing out and stuff, so they was with it. I don't think they had it was going to rock out. I was like, okay. We get prize 2 tag matches. Okay, fellas, let's see how it goes. And then lights go out. And then Rusev is back. Damn. Knew they got out of Dodge. I was like, smart. The Alpha Cat was just standing there waiting there like sitting ducks. I don't know why the hell they didn't get up out of there. But they took whatever Rusev gave to him. And he gave him a lot. And yay, Rusev's back. Yay. Good job. Finn. Hey Phnom in the face. Well, like in the words, but his face and how he stared at that title. Oh boy, he stared a freaking hole through that belt. Jeez Louise. Singing and celebrating. Io celebrating, retaining her title. And, oh, baby. Stephanie Vaquer came out. Oh, baby. When she heard say, I'm the best, she's like, I'm the best. And they're like, let's fight. I'm like, oh, boy. Y'all got shit cool. I got a goodie book. Let's go. And they was going at it. I was like, hold up. And then something in my head is like, I feel something's gonna fuck up. Roxanne gonna fuck up her fine ass. Like, please don't fuck up Roxanne. And then Roxanne pops on my television screen and tags Io. I'm like, damn. Right on cue, Mamacita. Sheesh. And that caused DQ, which ruins it. I was like, oh, we was having a good time, but at least Roxy's here. But then Julia pops up with Rox. I'm like, huh? Y'all together? Shaggy? And Julia attacks Stephanie and Rox attacks Io. I'm like, what the is happening? Like, what is happening? When the hell Julia and Roxanne get aligned together? I know they want the same goal, but damn. What's happening? Then Rhea comes out and swallows all the nonsense. Rox try to go after her, but she gets dispatched of. But her and Julia kept staring each other down, which, that's a gothic match. Sounds tasty. And I want Stephanie and Rhea too. I need both of them in my lives. I need both to happen. And Rhea said, no one puts her hands on Io except for me. I'm like, what the? Well, Bianca did the same thing too, so stop being possessive, girl. And then she gives Io her title back. I don't know where Stephanie disappeared after, but I want to follow where she, but either way. Yeah, where did Stephanie go to? Because she just disappeared. Like, what if she just disappeared? Like, after that, she just, after getting tapped by Julia, she just disappeared. Like, where did she go? I'm curious about that. Where the hell did she go? Because Hogan has vanished. Either way, Jey Uso celebrating. Celebration, as I wrote it, a celebration. Sammy and Jimmy come out to celebrate, and they all yeet all over the place. Sammy's proud of him, but boy, Jay, I would keep my eyes on Sammy because he looked at that time like he was Dolph Ziggler, like it should have been me. And you one-up me. I feel that's what's going to be brought out there in this. Well, prove me wrong. Please prove me wrong, brother. But saying that, but like, that's my name all over it. But, we'll see. Say la vie. Just keep your eyes peeled, Jay. Keep your eyes peeled. Cross the Russ AJ again, and this falls on the heels of his mega rant at the end of Raw, where he was like, they're more looking about viral moments than they are about telling stories in wrestling, which, is you just realizing that, nigga? Like, I'm kind of like, I'm glad you're not realizing it, but it's kind of like that for a minute, which I always kind of noticed, but I was wondering if anybody in that locker was going to pay attention or say it out loud. Say the quiet part out loud, which it ain't that quiet. But Cross let me know. He's like, I'm sick of this shit. I want to take the bull by the horns, son. It's that instance of that phrase. Well, take that thing and run to the hills, Cross. And he still tried to tell AJ you should have used the damn brass knuckles, but she didn't want to because you're so stingy and want to do things your way. But either way, c'est la vie. Speaking of c'est la vie, Gunther came back from commercial. He rolled up on Pat and Cole. He said, "Yo, y'all want me talking shit while Jey Uso was doing his thing during a whole stretch of WrestleMania? I let that shit slide. Y'all was there yeeting and shit. You all there talking big shit. Talking about I could be taken down, huh? And he was talking real greasy. And Cole said, "Well, he should have tapped out." I was like, Cole, what the fuck? He didn't know what was about to go down. And at least, well, he did kind of know what was going down because he took his headphones off. Like, he was about to go down. I was like, okay, Cole, we about to throw down? Like, but nah, yo, really. And he chokes Cole. I was like, what? He put Cole in the chokehold. Pat came from the other side. He's like, man, go my mans. He popped him in the face. I'm like, yeah, Pat. Yeah, Pat, let me your mans. Let me your mans. Don't turn around, guy. Don't turn around, Pat. I was like, don't turn around. He turned around and put him in a chokehold. He choked him out. I'm like, oh, no. Uh-oh. Past McAfee show boys try to come and get Gunther, but the security's all around, try to stop them and try to get Gunther off. There's a lot of madness and shit going down while Gunther get choking out Pat. I was like, damn. And he with the purple blue went to sleep and then made him count some sheep because he was slumped. He was slumped. They finally got him up and stuff. He was coughing. Shit. That motherfucker had me right. Shit. I'm like, bruh. And then Cole, he said, I think he might have messed up my nose. He's like, just check on Pat. I want to go back to work. He's like, you sure? You try to choke you out? You sure? I was like, no, I'm not going to let this bully take me out doing my job. I was like, okay, Cole, show that spice. Okay, Cole. Excuse me, brother. Excuse me. Don't let him knock you off your job, brother. Don't let him knock you off your job. And then had Joe Test and Cole in the mic. Tessa Cole. Dom Penta for the IC title. Interesting. Finn's there. I'm thinking he's going to help Dom. Hope he doesn't cost him or be a bitter Balor. But JD McDonough is back. Hey, it helps Dom win. Knocking Penta's face into the, I think it was like the corner, one of the things. But he helped Dom hit the 619 and retain the title. Good job. Yay. And the main event, Seth and Heyman are here. This is part of the plan, I guess. Punk comes out after hearing this. And he just starts throwing hands and just comes out angry. And then Seth dispatches him down after Punk was ready to go after Heyman. But gouging in the eyes is lethal. And they hit the stomp on his face. Then Roman tried to come out in anger. He spears Seth, and he Superman punches Paul Heyman, but when he's about to go spear him, Braun spears him first. He had a hoodie on first, and then he revealed himself and revealed the hood. I was like, oh shit. And then Seth, he's like a proud father. He's like, that's my boy. Yeah. I was like, oh shit. This, and then 2 more stomps to Punk and Roman for each. And it looking like they're trying to build a little faction there with Seth, Braun, and Heyman. Don't get no goofy names, nigga. But you already starting out good. I might do some recruiting, sir. So, wow, this has got interesting. The bloodline is officially dead. Yep, it is officially dead. August 2020 to April 2025 is officially dead. Just like we are with wrestling. We're done with talking about wrestling. I just want to do... Whew, that's a lot. I just want to do a couple playoff games and shit. Alright, so we had 2 games last night. Both got 9 up at 1 last night. The Knicks and the Pistons. The Pistons led this one, winning this one 194. They was mainly leading most of this game. The Knicks got to tie, but couldn't get past and get over the tie. And they won by 3, won by 6. K had 33 points, 12 boards, 2 steals. Dennis Schroeder with 20. He hit the 3 that gives the lead. They had the lead 97-94, and that's how they ran away with it. And they hit the free throw to ice him to clinch it for real. He only missed the 1 at the end. Tobias 15 and 13 boards with a steal. And Jalen Duren 12 and 13 boards, 3 blocks and a steal. So they made sure to get all the minutes. K played 42. Tobias played 43. As for the Knickerbockers, Jalen Brunson had 37, 7 assists, 2 steals. Shot crazy, look, not that crazy. Michael Bridges, 19 points, 5 boards, 3 steals. He had a chance to tie, but he missed 2 opportunities. He missed an opportunity to tie that. Same with Brunson too. OG, Cat, and Hart all had 10 each. But OG had 5 boards, 2 steals. Cat 6 boards and a block, and Hart 7 boards, 5 assists, and a steal. So yeah, they was on great. And they had all their 8 bench points off of Miles McBride. Deuce. And yeah, so we're going back to Detroit basketball. Detroit haven't won a playoff game in over. I think it was like when I was younger. Actually, because they ain't been in the playoffs for a while, and then when they did, they usually lose, get swept. So yeah, they ain't won a playoffs since I was in middle school. What the fuck? I didn't realize it was that long. I honestly didn't think about that. I thought they won. I honestly thought they won about fucking. I thought they won like a couple years. Not when Blake was there, but they was playing Cleveland. Now I think about it. That makes sense. Okay, so I may have thought it was something else different. Anyway, game 2 for the Clippers and the Nuggets was a beauty from Kawhi Leonard. He led his team to a 105-102 win with outstanding marksmanship shooting. 39 points on 15 and 19 shooting. 4-7 from Curry Leonard. So he missed 3 of those shots from Curry. That means within that, it was 15 and 16 from within the arc. And it was 5-5 from the free throw line. 5 assists, 3 boards, 2 steals, and a block. Harden was on his hard shit. 18 and 7 assists, 2 blocks, and a steal. Zubac, 16 and 12 boards and a steal. And Norm with 13 and 3 steals. He splashed in a couple Currys. But yeah, it was a close game throughout. Manny Denver was controlling this part of the first and the second half. That's when it should change. But Kawhi was on that second quarter. That's when Clippers finally took the lead and couldn't charge. And he just kept flipping back and forth. And it was just, Kawhi was just on target. He was hitting everything. He pulled up for the mid-range jumper. And I'm like, thank you, Kawhi. You keep the mid-range alive. And that kept them up 3. And Denver had 2 chances at the end. I think Michael Porter Jr. had the first shot. Brown, he had the first shot. It claimed on the backboard. And the Jokic got the rebound. They tried to go back for step back, one-legged 3. And that was short too. It had the same spot, which tripped me out. I was like, how they hit the same spot on different sides? That's crazy. But Clippers win 105-102. Yo, he had 26 points, 12 rebounds, 10 assists, 3 steals. Oh, God. Uncharacteristic for them. They had 20 turnovers as a team. 7 of them came from Jokic. And a couple of those were like steals. Few of those were steals. A couple of them were picked off, like Kawhi. Chris Dunn came and stole it. And then there was a couple of errant passes, which one was stolen and one went out of bounds. I was like, oh, dear. He tried to go for the backdoor alley-oop, but it didn't work. But yeah, they was hounding Jokic. It was like, you know what? We'll let you and Murray go off, but we'll let the others try to beat us. That's what they try to do. Murray had 23 and 6 assists and a steal and a block. Michael Porter Jr., 15 points, 15 rebounds and steal. I hope he's all right because there was a dive for the loose ball, and he was driving for it, and he got his shoulder crushed. I think by Norman or Chris Dunn, one of them two. They got crushed on that. And speaking of Chris Dunn, Norman, him and Jamal Murray almost got into it. Because Norman pushed Murray down, and then when Norman got the ball, Murray got up in his pocket, and he fouled him. And Norman was like, man, what the fuck on my face? Man, he pushed me down. Shit, what the hell? And they started like going back and forth a little bit. Well, Norman got really angry at that. I was like, oh, goddamn. So yeah, they almost went at it. And going 14, 6 boards. Russell 14 and steal and 4 boards also. Oh, the DeAndre Jordan got some time too. But it was man, and the Nuggets couldn't hit that free throws. They was really bad. Jokic missed 4. It was 6 of 10. They couldn't hit their free throws. They had at least 3 of their free throws. They would have won. 4 of their free throws. They would have won. But shit happens. It happens. Yeah, so we got both series 9-1 as we go. They both play on Thursday, I think. So, and as they switch venues too. Bucks and Pacers. Good news for the Buckaroos. Dame's back. He's back from his deep vein thrombosis or blood clots. I was just up again in this medical shit or Senate shit. I've now seen more medical terms. So, I don't know. I hope it's somehow Dame and Giannis can get back together and freaking shit up, but freaking see. I'm going to the Bucks because I picked the Bucks to win. I'm going down. Grizzlies and Thunder. Honey child. It's all look good for the Grizzlies. They already got Jaren out his rhythm. Ja gonna do his thing and try to do as much, but OKC got this one. I'm gonna go with OKC. And Lakers and T-Wolves in LA. Can LA even up the series? Will Minnesota go back to the Target Center up 2-0? I'm going to Lakers. I think they can get one out. I think they can get one of these out. Heck yeah. They should. Because if they go down 2-0, oh boy, that's going to cause panic in Los Angeles. And not for the Clippers fans. Oh, man. WNBA is coming around the bend. Oh, preseason, bitch. I was like, preseason. Because I'm like, why they playing Brazil? And which team what team would Cardoso go for? Will she play for her Brazilian country? Or will she play for her hometown Sky, who would contract her? Okay, let's check the overs. I saw what happened on Sunday, and I was like, you know what? I'm so glad I was worried about WrestleMania because 24-2? 24-2? Really? 24-2? Oy vey. Oy freaking vey. Let's read some scores for you guys last night. In the battle of the Sox, the Red Sox win 4-2. Guardians beat the Yankees 6-4 in Cleveland. Tigers beat the Padres 6-4. Marlins beat the Reds 6-3. Mets beat the Phillies 5-4. Braves beat the Cardinals 7-6. Astros pitched a shutout on the Blue Jays 7-zip. And Giants beat the Brewers 5-2. I did see also Luis Arias, my God. I hope he's alright, because I seen him collide at with a first baseman on, I think they was playing Houston. I hope he's alright, because that was real nasty. And I hope he's alright. Real shit. Alright, let's go to today. O's, we're in the DMV battle against the Nationals. We had Dean Creamer on the mound, was probably looking pretty okay-ish, but the ERA is ass. He's 2-2 with a 6.41 ERA, 19 innings, 13 strikeouts. I don't know what's going on rotation, bros. It's like we're not finding our consistency, and we're just not hitting our pitches where we at. And we're giving up the easy ones too much. We're giving up way too many easy ones. On the other side for the Nationals is Mitchell Parker. He's 2-1 and 185 and 22 innings so far. I'm going to go with us. Can we get the double digits? Either one of us get the double digits tonight, because we're both at 9 wins. But we need this one more. Well, we need this one indubitably. All right. Next, we have Yankees and Guardians in Cleveland for round 2. Tanner Bibby, he's 1-2 on the mound, 5.85 ERA. And Will Warren, he's 1-0 with a 5.17 ERA. He got his first career victory against the Giants a couple weeks ago, the 12th. So at least he got that on his resume. But, he's young. 25, young. He got such a baby face. I'm going to go Guardians. Please, Guardians. Take them out. Next, you have Padres and Tigers. Jack Flaherty's on the mound. He's 1-1 with a 2.53. He has a flair to get strikeouts in 25. As for the Padres, is Nick Pivetta. You Piv. Oh, I thought he was Lord. He's 3-1 and 157, 23 innings, 24 strikeouts. Can he get more? I'm going with Tigers. Next, we got the Reds and the Marlins in Miami. Miami's got Edward Cabrera on the mound. He's 0-1 to 6.52 ERA. As for the Reds, is Nick Martinez, over 3 to 60 with 21 innings and 19. Tricky Nicky. You know what? Just so that I'm going to pick the Reds. Fuck it. Let's go there. Mariners and Red Sox in Bostonia. Brian Bello. He's making his debut. He had a little issues to start the season, injuries, but he's now healthy. He was 14-8 last year, 4.49, 162 innings, 153 strikeouts. They're pretty solid as stars Yankee. He made himself one of the standouts for the Red Sox last season. And on the other side for the Mariners is Bryce Miller. He's 1-2 at 3.43, 20 innings, 21 strikeouts. He's a bam-ass ninja. I'm going to go with... I'm going to pick the Red Sox. Fine. I'm picking Boston. Next, you got Phillies and Mets. And New York City, Griffin Canning. Look Cannon. He's 2-1 at 3.43, 21 and 21. Can you do something for me? Christopher Sanchez on the outside for the Phillies. 2-0 with a 2.96, 24 innings and 31 strikeouts. Ain't as born that day. I'm going to go with Look Cannon. Go with the Mets. Cardinals and Braves in Atlanta. Scott blew it. Don't tell me he blew it. Yeah, we blew it. Well, he's starting his first start. He's been a reliever, but he's making his first start this season. He's had 9 innings and 11 strikeouts, so he sure could put on a killing if he can so far. And on the side is Andre Palante. Can he get one for the Italians? 2-1 at 3.22, 22 and 15. Nap. Oh dear. I'm gonna go with the Braves. See nigga the double digits. Royals and Rockies about the R's in Kansas City. Royals got Chris Bubick on the mound. 2-1 to 188, 24 and 27. Oh boy, 13-30 career record. My word, you have a lot to work on. You should 27, so here's some time. Wow, I didn't know you had all that extra in your name too. So, outside of the Rockies, they're faltering like Brian Feltner, and they're feeling it. 0-1 to 482, 18 and 17. Can he get the 10 wins career? Can he get the double digits? Can the Rockies help their own pitchers get the wins, please? For the one time? Can he get the double digits, please? Anyway, I'm going with the Royals. Let's go. Dodgers and Cubs in Chicago. We got a nice some bitching matchup. Shota Imanaga. He's 2-1 to 222, 28, he's 21 strikeouts on the season. And on the other side is Dustin May. He's 1-1 to 106, 17 and 14 strikeouts so far. I'm going with the Dodgers. I'll go with them. White Sox and Twins in Minnesota. Bailey Ober. He's 1-1 to 616, 19-17. Oh no, he don't got. He needs to go 10 innings, and they're not doing 10 innings in this era. Can you imagine a pitcher going 10 innings in this era? They be like, his arm is about to fall off the bone. We need malpractice. God dog on it. There'll be all types of lawsuits if a man try to go 10 innings in this era. Lawsuits. Davis Martin's on the mound for the White Sox. He's 1-2 to 484, 22 and 13 strikeouts. Both teams are very down bad. Lose one worse now. I'm going to go with the Twins. Blue Jays and the Astros in Houston. Ronel Blanco. He's 1-2 to 648, 16 and 17. De Jesus. And on the side is Chris Bassett. Seabass is the name, my guy. He's 2-0 to .77, 23 and 31. Okay, Seabass. He didn't get one run so far this season. And he went 5 shutout last time against Atlanta. He kept them cold and had 10 strikeouts. Nice. I'm going to go to Blue Jays for that. Just for that. Sorry. Next, we had Angels and Pirates in L.A. Jose Soriano is 2-2 to 316, 25 and 20. Can't get the 10th win of his career. On the other side is Bailey Falter. He's 1-2 to 491, 22 and 15. Can he get the 20? Son's gonna have to go. Son can't get something, but lose too, but guess not really. I'm gonna go with the Angels. Sorry, fault. Next, you got the Rays and Diamondbacks. We have Brandon Fad on the mound. He's 3-1 to 304, 23 18. BCP. Yeah. PCB. I don't know. Zach Little. He's 0-4 to 548. That is not lit. You need to change the nickname just there. I'll tell you what's not lit. The Diamondbacks. Well, they are lit. So they're going to beat your ass. So I'm going to go with the Diamondbacks. And keep them in last place. Next, you have Giants and Brewers in San Francisco. Jordan Hicks. He's 1-2 to 604, 22 innings, 19 strikeouts. Type 1 sounds kind of interesting. How did he get this nickname? Because is there one type of pitch he does? Always something like that. If it's like something would do with like diabetes, that'd be kind of wild. That'd be kind of a crazy nickname. So I hope it's got something to do with him having one type of pitch, which is hittables or whatever. Anyway, on the other side is Jose Quintana. He's 2-0 to .71 ERA, 12 innings and 6 strikeouts. Hey, be smart. He won his first few starts this season. He went 7 in the first against Arizona, shutout, and then went 5 2/3 against Detroit Baseball, and only get 1 earned. So not bad. Good job, Guillermo. I'm going to the Brewers just for that. Just for the upset. And last but not least, Rangers and A's in Sacramento. Osvaldo Bido. It's 2-1 to 2.61 ERA, 20 14 strikeouts. Can't get the 10th wins of his career. Oh, cool. A birthday not too far off each other. Okay, nice. And the other side for the Rangers is Patrick Corbin. He's 1-0 with 3.86, 9 innings, and 6 strikeouts. Where is Clay, New York? Well, he got his first win this season against the Angels last time out. 5 1/3, 5 hits, and 6 strikeouts, getting a 1 earn. So he did so well. I'll worry about the stays after April. I like to discuss baseball in months because discussing them on a weekly, it varies, and I can get a better scouting on how a team looks in a month than I can do in a week. I'll be honest. So after, when the fuck is the 31st? First. Okay, good. Well, we all right, cool. Yeah, after that, Bill will discuss how the first month of teams is looking so far. I'm very worried about our rotation for the O's. I just know that for sure. I'm very worried about our rotation because our rotation, but get me in that rotation. I will probably pitch you about 7 and I'll get you about 6. You know what I'm saying? But it's the whole thing. It's not even just the starters. It's the bullpen. It's just everybody. It's just like, what the fuck? Damn. Oh boy. But either way, there should be something interesting. Last thing we'll talk about is make sure to know people that are 100% all the way in your intentions, or has 1,000 intentions that is all for you. And now no bullshit. Now no, I want to be here, but not really. We all for you. Make sure to find someone that's for you like that. That wants you for you, not for what you can do for them, not for what you can provide for them, but they want to be around you because they want to be around you. And don't let it be just words. Let it be in actions and opportunities to want to get you out. So be well, stay safe, and we don't want no problems. Okay, you a goon, but what's a goon to a goblin? Yeah.